Hello, and sorry for the lack of videos last week. As some of you probably saw, or I hope most of you saw, I had hurt my wrist over that weekend, so I didn't get to do any recording because it kind of hurt to actually hold my hand over the keyboard, like my left hand over the WASD, because my neighbor, she has this elderly mother who had fallen down and they needed help getting her up, and she's a hefty lady. She's she's kind of large. And so I went over there to help, and I guess as I was helping to pick her up, because, my neighbor is an older lady herself, as I was helping to pick her up, I think I just tweaked my hand somehow, or I don't know exactly what happened. It didn't really hurt that evening, but then I woke up the next day and I was just like, oh my god, my wrist. And so that kind of put any recording on hold. And it's just kind of felt tight for the past week. It hurt for a couple days, then it was tight, and I didn't want to move in weird directions. And then yesterday, I was kind of hungover because I had stayed up late with some friends on Discord, and I had a few drinks. But I woke up in the morning all hungover, and I rolled over, and then I heard my wrist snap, and I was like, oh shit. And then I moved it, and I was like, oh, it's fine. So, if your wrist hurts, I recommend gin. Apparently that's a cure-all for wrist damage. Anyway, I'm all better. Everything's fine now. And we're going to be doing Jacob's quest today. Sorry for the long intro there. So Jacob, it's already there and ready to go. How about that? Jacob, the gift of greatness. 10 years ago, Jacob's father disappeared along with the Hugo Gernsback, the privately held frigate on which he served as first officer. Last week, the ship's beacon sent out a distress call reporting a crash on the planet Aia. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. There's a city here in Hawaii called Aiea, which is AIEA. So I might call it Aiea if I'm not paying close enough attention. Anyway, so I'm sure somebody's going to pronounce it for me, so it'll be fine. Jacob would like to investigate, so we need to travel to Aiea in the Alpha Draconis system, located in the Rosetta Nebula. Alright. It was sent out a week ago, supposedly, but I don't know about that. Because I've been wasting a lot of time. I think I've wasted more than a week. Let's plot that jump. That's Saeed, Liara. Oh, we still need to give Liara the intel. Was there something I wanted to do? God, it's been a while since I played, and I feel like I needed to go back and do something. I needed to buy more stuff at the Citadel. I think there was one item that I wasn't able to purchase. So we'll have to go back and buy that whenever I've got some money. Remind me to do that. Remind me to do things. Thank you to Kenny especially, because you're always just sitting out there being my memory for me. Help Jacob. There it is. Rosetta Nebula. Alright, do I need to do anything here? I haven't gone through these planets, so I think I'll probably run through and do a little bit of mining. So, the regular stuff that you guys are used to seeing me do around these new systems. So we're in the Enic system. First is Goliath. I guess I'm seeing a theme here. Enic and Goliath. Alright, a hydrogen-helium gas giant. Goliath's orbit takes it near the system's mass relay, a useful event for drive core discharges and automated helium-3 refueling platforms. Unfortunately, its orbit is currently taking it away from the relay, and it will continue this inconvenience for the next 3 galactic standard years. Well, a good amount of iridium and palladium to be found there. Next up, I guess that outer one is the Mass Effect relay, yeah. Alright, the next ring in, we've got this little one.
I have detected an anomaly.
Sorry, what? An anomaly? Alright. Is it? I guess that would be Joab? Yoab? I guess it depends what language it's from. I don't know. I was assuming this was going to be a biblically themed system, but I don't think I know enough about the Bible to be able to tell you every name that would be in it. Joab is a 2-mooned habitable planet that is most well known for its mass extinction event. Oh, okay. Thousands of years ago, Joab was home to a primate-like spacefaring civilization as well as abundant flora and fauna. However, this can only be deduced from the time capsules put into the ground well outside habitation centers. All cities and detectable dwellings were targeted in a massive orbitable bombardment that turned them into vapor. The resulting dust shroud killed all photosynthetic life and all fauna dependent on it. Today, humans have recolonized the planet and are rapidly introducing their own species, beginning with cyanobacteria and heterotrophic bacteria to bring a suitable level of oxygen and nitrogen for respiration. Travel advisory. Atmospheric pressure at sea level on Joab is double that of Earth. Visitors with upper respiratory infections, emphysema, cancer, or history of thoracic surgery should consult their physician before landing on Joab. Interesting. I wonder if we're going to have to come back here for something later because of that anomaly that was discovered. Or if it's just going to be, it was just the fact that this had once been a habitable planet.
Bastard didn't know what hit him.
Sorry, what?
Bastard didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a second patrol, looking for survivors. Bastard didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a second patrol, looking for survivors.
What did it say there in the first part?
Bastard didn't know what hit him.
Bastard didn't know what hit him, I think is what that said.
Bastard didn't know what hit him.
Probe away.
Bastard didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a second patrol, looking for survivors. Bastard didn't know.
Do I need to do something with that now?
Bastard didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a
Oh,
second
no,
patrol,
there it is,
looking for
okay.
survivors. Bastard didn't know what hit him.
Probe launched. Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Mercenary activity detected on planet surface. Communications match Blue Sun's encoding protocols. Possible location for rumored site of illegal archaeological activity. Blue Sun's intentions unknown. Alright, we'll come back. I wonder if this is going to be part of Jacob's thing, or if this is just its own, side mission. We'll come back to this, because I said I'm going to do Jacob. Okay, that planet's a little bit annoying because it was just covered in a lot of tiny deposits, but I had to keep searching and searching because it did have actually EZO on it. Alright. Anomaly. Oh good, it marked it. Good, thank you. Next up, we've got Laban? Laban is a desert world with sea upon sea of scorching hot iron oxide wearing away marbleized cliffs. Its atmosphere is thick and layered with significant levels of oxygen trapped under an upper helium layer. Initially, surveyors detected traces of iridium from orbit, only to find a surprising archaeological discovery. The iridium came from bunkers on the surface blown apart by a dreadnought-class weapon. The logical conclusion was that the civilization on Joab had reached Laban, and its outposts here were destroyed to make their extermination complete. Interesting makeup though, upper helium layer. Because helium normally is blown away unless a planet has a lot of gravity. Does this have a huge amount of gravity or something? 1.8 Gs, I wonder if that's enough. I don't know. But then it's just deserts of rust. Wow, what a place. A lot of really nice deposits there. Look how much EZO we've got. And then just a lot of palladium and iridium. That was a good planet. Alright, one more in the system. Oh, the rings. Mizraim. A small gas giant, Mizraim is primarily hydrogen and methane around a rocky core. There is no remaining trace of the civilization from Joab on Mizraim itself, but debris orbiting the planet indicates that artificial satellites were once in place before being destroyed. Alright, that is it for the planets of the Annex system. Let's get some fuel. No, we got fuel. We need to get some probes. Basically, every planet in this system had significant EZO deposits, so if you're playing and you need some, then Enoch is the place to go. Okay, onward to Alpha Draconis. Okay, good. There's only one other planet here that we need to check. Let's head down to 2175 AR2, what a name. Still formerly unnamed, this planet is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with 21 moon-sized objects. It looks like a very small gas giant. Well, after the wealth of the Enix system, Alpha Draconis is a little disappointing. There is not much to be found on that planet. Alright, let's drive through the sun. There we go. And 2175. Aye.
I have detected an anomaly.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice place to be. Named after an Asari scientist, this remote planet appears to have been on the list of forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and a thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere consistent with carbon-based plant life. It is possible this is an as-yet unexplored garden world. It definitely looks like one. But why would it be on a list of forbidden mass relays? .5 AU, 7 years. Days are a little longer. I mean, I don't know why I'm looking at this. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of interesting. Alright. Well, let's dig up what we can and find that anomaly as well. Where's the anomaly? There it is.
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610034087. Impact and unscheduled suborbital deceleration recorded. General distress. MSV.
Well, that is the thing we're looking for, the Gernsback.
General distress.
Launching probe. I have found something.
Is it gonna say anything else about it? No. Okay. I'm gonna dig up the rest of what's on the planet and then we'll get to it. Well, I made up for the otherwise lacking Alpha Draconis system. Look, I've almost got all of those bars filled up. Just need a little bit more ESO. But I think when we started today, we were like 9,000, and now we're almost 22,000, so not bad. Alright, time to land and get started. Jacob obviously coming along. Cycle his appearance. I can't oh, sorry. Still has Garrus selected. Who else do I want to take? So I assume there are probably going to be more like soldiers and mechs and things like that. And so Jacob, he's got his concussive shot, armor piercing. Wait, doesn't he have like... Oh, sorry, that's Garrus. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't have all his abilities. Okay, he's got incendiary and pull field. So, should we get somebody who's got a little more like someone who would be good against technical stuff, probably? What about Tally? AI hacking. That might be good to have. I have no idea if I'm actually going to encounter like Geth or mechs or anything like that, but I just have a feeling. So I think I'll do Tally. Tally, you're coming along. Yes. Oh, 4 points. What was energy drain? Within a small area of effect, you can divert power from an opponent's shields or from synthetic enemies to restore the user's shields. Oh, that sounds pretty great. Or AI hacking. Or Quarian. Oh, yeah. I think I might have to go for that. Get her all the way up. Increases her tech skills, further increasing duration. Or her weapon damage. I think might be good to go for the engineer. I do want the energy drain. That sounds pretty good. But I think I'll start with this. And at her next level up, I'm going to start her going down the energy drain path there. Alright, Quarian Engineer is plus 20 health, 18 weapon damage, 25 power duration. Okay, and it just reverses those two. Alright, Engineer. Well done, Tally. And he has 1 point, which we will hang on to. Shepard has no points, so we'll hang on to those 0 points. I don't think anyone has any new weapons, although I haven't taken Jacob in a while. No, I have taken him. I took him last time, didn't I? Alright, then that's fine. Let's go. Oh, look at it. It's tropical. It's nice. And is that ruins back there? I wonder if this is related to the civilization that was on Joab. Oh, welcome to Vacation World, friends. Although I guess the ruins were...
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Oh, that's what that was. I was like, what was that noise? But, yeah, I realized right there, I was like, oh, that's probably not ruins. That's a ship. The ship that we're looking for. All right, let's just take a look around, see if anybody left any goodies for us here. Some very shiny, wet-looking rocks. Don't want it, not interested. Water is really having a rough time with that little ship piece out there. Alright, I think we're good to go. Excuse me, just gonna get caught on a tiny little rock.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Oh, maybe they've set up a little village somewhere. Oh, they've, like, gone native. What was that noise? You guys are ready to shoot. Oh, what? Okay, that's a VI. I was like, what in the hell?
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
What's that? Partial officer's log. Let's see the log.
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Distract them and they forget about bruises from 2 seconds earlier? Is there some kind of like memory loss thing that's going to happen here? Do I want to... Oh, it's that way. Okay, let's go inside first then, because the objective is off to my right. More partial crew log.
She always said no. She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. And look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
Oh, that sounds kind of creepy. What? So, it seems like there's a lot of memory loss going on, and this person who was against whatever he was talking about is now just compliant because I guess she's lost her memory. Also, that looks like... that blue over there makes me think Geth.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
Seems like there might be a good reason for this to be an off-limits place to go. Okay, that's nothing. Oh, a PDA. Someone left their money out. Very highly indented, white to start, green at the bottom. Oh, I think I just missed one up there. That one too. This one's got a lot of green in it. I think it's that one. Oh, and that one right there. Perfect. Dollar bills. I can use that for shopping on the Citadel.
I'd expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
I wonder if that was before the crash? Because she seemed to not be affected by whatever memory stuff is going on. Guess we've got everything in here.
Toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology.
Uh-oh.
Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
It hasn't been paused that long, has it? It's just it will be paused for that long?
Repeat. Toxology.
You know what?
From the
Let's
look
talk
of
to
it,
him.
this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain
Oh, is
Ronald
that his
Taylor.
dad?
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
So it had been here for 8 years and just had been told to not send off its beacon. Emergency command protocols, unsafe deceleration. Well, that's obviously as they were coming in for their landing. Let's see about the protocols.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Yeah, you look like you're having a tough time.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Alright, yeah, I'm interested in seeing what's going on with that, because I guess if they've been stuck here for 8 years eating, like, the plants that are growing here, it's gonna cause their brains to just turn to mush.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
And they've been on this planet for 8 years, just deteriorating this whole time. Beacon activation protocol.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
So 8 years later, he was still mentally fit enough to set off the alarm. But it took him 8 years. Did he just suddenly recover?
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
After 10 years, it must have.